What's up, our Namaste bitches? It's Melissa Feaster, and I'm here with my girl, Teresa. What's up, Teresa?
Hey, sweetheart. Hi, Namaste bitches. I'm here, and we have a special guest. She's amazing. She's beautiful. She's been on for a while.
Who?
On Beverly Hills, Brandi Glanville.
Brandi!
Hi, I'm so excited to be here. I finally get to do it. I was like, we talked before, and I was like not doing interviews yet, but this is my first interview, guys.
Really?
We feel so privileged.
Oh my gosh, Brandi. Because listen, we listen, you guys, of course, you know Brandi from Unfiltered. I listen to you all the time. I've been wanting to talk with you forever. And then Teresa, I'm like, Teresa, like freaking way before everything. I'm like, dude, we got to, if we're going to start being able to have guests, we got to get Brandi on. What a fun time that will be.
Yeah, and I said she was so much fun. I've hung out with Brandi. She's so much fun, and I love again people that make me laugh, and she makes me laugh. Yeah,
I'm always cracking jokes. I'm like, I love to have fun. Like that's just life is too short not to, you know.
Yeah, and we hung out one time with her ex-boyfriend and Dina, a whole bunch of us. My girlfriend Rosanna. Remember we went to that restaurant in Cali?
Oh my God, I think there's videos of us somewhere that are a little nuts, but like fun nuts, nothing crazy.
Yeah, no, we had so much fun that night.
Well, Teresa, you got to come back out. We're just saying I'm in LA too. The two blondes will get together and start the fun, and then you can just pop in when you want.
I love that.
How are you doing? I mean, Brandi, what the fuck? How are you doing? I mean, I didn't even know what else to say, honestly. I was like, I'm just going to say, how are you doing? Because I don't know what else to say. It's insane.
Yeah, I feel bad for you, Brandi, just because I feel like no one should go through this. Like if you sign up to be on a TV show together, then you're in it together. And I don't know. I just feel like nobody should take anybody's job away or hurt anybody's. Hey, what's the saying? Like there's a saying about like taking food off of somebody's.
Oh, yeah, I know that one. So you don't take food off of another person's table or whatever.
Especially a single mom, I would never want to do that,
What is happening, though? Because, of course, Brandi, listen, hello, my co-host is Teresa. We hear everything. Like, you hear all the shit that's going on, and it's like, okay, what do I believe? There's so much stuff always out there. I don't know what you can talk about. I don't know what you can. But like, what's happening?
Well, I don't know if everyone knows. I went on the Ultimate Girls Trip season. Like it was my second season, and we went, and Caroline Manzo went with us, and we actually got along fine. And then we had like some altercation, and then later that evening, like it was a belly dancing, party, and I thought everything was fine. So did all of the other women. So it's very confusing for me. What she's saying. And it's also like being stamped with like the scarlet letter, like saying that somebody was inappropriate in that way. Like my recollection, all the other girls' recollection is that we were all just having fun. Like, yes, I'm a little nutty. I might give you a lap dance. I might be a little bit like, but just say stop, or don't. And we all stayed up the whole night and had not the whole night, but like until 2 a.m. Didn't know anything was wrong until the next day. So it's hard because it's just been devastating, honestly. But my kids are going through, it's a lot. It's not just me. It's like all the blogs and all the articles, and it's difficult.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I feel bad.
Like, you hear these bits and pieces when it started, right? And it's like, okay, what's true? And then you supposedly hear some more. And is that true? Is that not true? And then there's a point that obviously where you're going to come on and talk with us, but you couldn't then. And then she was supposed to not be saying anything. And then I saw her on 2Ts, I think. Was it 2Ts that we just saw her on?
Yeah. Yes. I heard that she was on it. I didn't hear it. Did you listen to it?
I did. Yeah. Because I was concerned.
And what was she saying, Brandi? Is anything that she was like not telling the truth about?
She didn't say much. Like all the blogs and things like were, they kind of sensationalized things because half the stuff they wrote about, she didn't even say. She just said that she was disappointed in my tweets, which, I like resolution. I just like to talk to her and figure this out, but I don't think that's happening. And it's unfortunate. I don't know. I really don't know what to do because I'm kind of stuck in between waiting till the show comes out and I don't work for 6 months until the show comes out.
Oh, because you're not allowed to do anything.
Well, it's not that I'm not allowed to do anything, but when there's this, gossip about you out there, it's, devastating. No one wants to work with you. Like all my jobs kind of canceled, and it's been difficult. Like I said, it's hard.
And that's another thing. Like there was other women there. So the truth is going to come out, and it's sad because, Brandy's a single mom, she's raising her two sons, and it's like sad. Like that's insane. I would never want to take somebody's job away. I'm not into that. I'm so not into that.
No,
especially like I was a single mom at one point.
Yeah. So, and you have so many beautiful girls. Like there's so many of them. What, 4?
Yeah. I have 4. Yes. 4. Yeah.
4 kids. Oh my God.
And 4 girls. I have 2 boys and they just like beat each other up and it's easy, but girls are so dramatic. I have 3 nieces and my phone blows up constantly with the drama. So I'm like
lunatics, because girls are freaking lunatics.
Nuts. No offense, I mean not yours, but like in general.
Yeah, no, thank God they've been so, knock on wood, they've been so amazing. Yeah, they're like it's like fun. Like I love this age with them. It's good. Yeah.
Jake's actually going to be 16 on Saturday, and I've been planning his birthday today.
Oh,
I know, it's like the baby. They're growing up, and I've watched your girls grow up on TV. And so it's just so weird that they've gotten, like, they're adults now to an extent.
And your boys are so handsome. They are.
See, you guys are like the old, Brandi, I have a 4 and a 5-year-old.
You're going through it. You deserve wine in the middle of the day if you want it.
I'm still, this is just Va'aka. So, I mean, it's vitamin water. It's mommy's water. That's what they call it.
Oh, right? I'm like, I needed it. It makes you a better parent, Chardonnay.
So, like, I didn't even know like I said, when we started out, I didn't even know what to say and where to start, because I'm sure you can't say a lot of things. I guess it's just like there's so many stories, and 99.9% of them are bullshit, or they're fabricated, or like you said, they like to take something and run, and it's not, right. Like you said, it's not even Caroline's words.
I landed at LAX, and I got off the plane, and my phone was blowing up. Like different reporters, they already had like one side of the story. It was like blowing up everywhere. And it was like, it's a very, it was, she has her truth. I have my truth. And then we're going to figure out what the truth is when we see the footage. You know what I mean? Like we were all drinking, even her. And so none of us have seen it, but me, Vicky, Phaedra, Eva, Gretchen, we all have the same recollection. Right. And so it's, I don't know. And honestly, like if I did go too far, which I can, honestly, like you guys know me. I mean, you saw me last season. I stuck my tongue down Taylor's throat. I gave everyone lap dances. But again, it's like, know your audience. Like Taylor's cool with it. And she's been on TV and she, I know her. I don't know. I've never met Caroline, but we got along in the beginning.
No, I mean, I have to say I've hung out with Caroline and I've seen her have a good time. I have. I'm not going to say what I saw her doing, but I did see her having a good time. So I was like, wow. I was shocked when I saw it. I was like, wow, that's Carol.
She was having fun because she said she didn't want to do the belly dancing thing because she felt like, what is the word? Insecure a little bit about not wanting to, we were all kind of half naked. So, we want to make her feel more comfortable. So we were doing shots and like trying to get everyone. Well, we were already wasted,
but we're trying to get her there.
Comfortable. Like, you don't want anyone to be uncomfortable. You know what I mean? Like you want everyone to have a good time. And I always say like, I am the party. And,
bring it, baby.
Yeah. It's like, life is too short. And so I want to have, as much fun as possible. And I just, I don't know what I could do differently. So,
but the cameras caught it all.
Yeah. We were all in the same room the whole time. Like, there was never a time where I was alone with her. And if there was like a real issue, I feel like production really would have stepped in. You know what I mean? If it was like what they're saying, there's no way, especially with.
Yeah. You know what production does, I mean, if
especially the whole point of an ultimate girls trip is you break the fourth wall. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
well, we did. Yeah, we did. I mean, you'll see that like after, it's a lot of production, because the girls were mad because I had to leave. I can't give too much up, but yeah, we have this. Well, I was talking to Teresa about it. There's HR now. I've never in the 12 years I've done reality TV had HR on a shoot. So it was so bizarre to me that all of a sudden, we have this. We're supposed to be a little unhinged, right? Like that's the whole point of it.
Yeah, for sure. Why else would they do it if you're not?
Well, hello. Then there should not be any alcohol on set.
That's what I'm saying. Then if they're going to have HR, then we shouldn't have been working 18 hours that day. We should have had our alcohol intake monitored. Like all of the stuff. You can't have just the police without the laws. You know what I mean?
No, I mean, that is true. I mean, there's alcohol involved. Like, and I'm just saying this is, I mean, if Caroline wasn't comfortable or anything, like she could have just like left because there is alcohol involved. And like, I guess.
We were just having the time of our lives. It was you've done the Ultimate Girls Trip. It's the longest day. Honestly, it's like you get up at 9 a.m, you don't have a break, and you have like 5 events that day. And so this was the last event of the day, but prior to this event, I did, have an argument with her. Same day, everything, but, she brought up her kids. Like, you can't bring up my kids. You know that, like, if anyone brought up your kids, Teresa, you'd go batshit. I mean,
oh yeah, anybody that brings up like kids in a negative way. Yeah. Somebody did that on my show, and I still can't look at them the same because.
Right.
It's just like you don't say something negative about a child. Well, she said something negative about your children.
Said like I don't want to get specifics, but like how would they feel seeing you like this if they were here? And I'm like,
but they're not there. But they weren't there.
But why even say that though, right? Like, don't even like insinuate that she's doing something and like judge. Like that's judgy. And by the way, Brandi, that takes me back to that dinner that you had at the Berkshires.
Yeah, no, that's like I think that people know that my trigger is my kids.
Everyone's trigger is their
Everyone's
kids.
trigger should be kids.
Yeah, that happened on my show. Like, I'm glad I was Namaste.
Right,
as much as I could be.
A little bit of that in me because I flip a switch. I'm not a table, but a switch. And I just want to kill everyone that's saying anything. And I did with my words. I don't like to fight, but I'm really good at it. And so I let her really have it. So yeah, she was pretty upset with me going into the belly dancing as it was anyway.
Do you think this is some kind of like retaliation, like what's happening now? Like, I'm just pissed at you, so I'm going to stick it to you.
I feel like that's how a lot of the other girls feel.
I mean, like it kind of like makes sense just because she said they had a fight before, and then maybe like she didn't like the way the fight went, and then like this is her way of like crying wolf. Because like, right, you guys were getting along. You said you were getting along before that.
We were totally getting along great, and she was definitely like more of a mom kind of figure when she came into the group. She had talking about her granddaughter a lot and like getting her steps in, walking around the pool. I made some jokes with it. They're like, where's Caroline? Like, she's getting her steps in on her watch. But, it was all in good fun because she was walking around the pool like 100 times. But, she was cool. And I don't know what happened. And I don't know if like, there's also that buyer's remorse thing. Like we got a little wild, things got a little nutty. And then, the next day you think about it and like what people are going to see. And you're like, oh shit, like that's not my brand, or
I went too far. Oops, I shouldn't have done that.
Yeah. Like that's more me, not her. So I don't know if there's a combination of everything. I don't know what it is. I just want it to be over. This has been the worst. Like besides my divorce, this has been the worst time in my life.
My girls are back from the Bahamas, so I told you that they spent spring break down there with their dad, and I cooked them a big dinner from when they came home. I put it on Instagram. I'm not sure if you guys saw it. And I cooked in all my new green pans. They're dishwasher safe. I put them in a dishwasher because this is how I am. I like to put as much in the dishwasher as possible so I don't have to wash
Shove it all in.
Yes, shove it all in.
But you know what? The green pans are so easy to clean. You don't even actually need to shove it all in there. You can clean them yourself. I love my green pans too.
Yeah,
Teresa.
And you know what? I have to say, because all of them couldn't even fit in there because when I cook, I use a lot of pots and pans. So I even washed them by hand. It was so easy, came right off, and nothing stuck to them. They were a dream to cook with. And Adriana told me she really missed the pans because she loves making her pancakes. She said she was making them in the Bahamas. She's like, Mommy, they were sticking to Daddy's pans. She's like, I like the green pans so much better.
You know what? And I have the light blue Reserve ceramic nonstick set. I need nonstick without a doubt, especially with these kids, 4 and a 5-year-old. I'm cooking all the time and I love them. And they're not made with that old like plastic coating that turns toxic and gets smelly when it gets heated. These pans don't give off any fumes, thank the Lord, when you're cooking, and being the nutritionist, Teresa, I love that you can cook with less butter and oil, which means healthier eating. Teresa, I even made eggs with nothing dry.
Yeah, no, I
nothing
know.
in
I
it.
always like to put something on the bottom, but like I love that they don't stick at all. I'm telling you, green pans are the way to go. They really are.
And Green Pan has a 60-day return policy too, you guys. But trust us, even though they have this awesome return policy, you will not need to return these pans.
And Mother's Day is coming. Green Pan makes the best gift ever. I'm going to get these for Louis' sisters and my mother-in-law.
So Namaste Bitches is sponsored by Green Pan. It is 2023, you guys. Are you still cooking with pans made out of plastic?
Head to greenpan.us and use promo code Namaste, and you will receive 30% off your entire order, plus free shipping on orders over $99.
Free shipping is amazing, and 30% off. That's whether you buy one pan or a whole set like we did. That is 30% off.
So guys, head to greenpan.us and make sure you use our promo code Namaste.
What are they saying now? Like, hey, Brandi, sorry, you can't do anything because you're painted as this now. And you just have to wait until the show comes out and truth comes out. I mean, what are they saying?
Well, they're just saying we want, like my other jobs, I had a show coming right when I got back. And they were like, we just want to wait for the bad press to die down, but it's like not dying down. And then some of my social media stuff kind of canceled. And I was just like, because you get, there's headline porn. And so people read the headlines and they just assume everything's right. Like they said, I'm the reason that she wouldn't do reality TV again. But I listened to the podcast and she didn't say that. She was like, I would do Housewives if they met my number. So she's still saying she would do Housewives.
Yeah, money talks.
Yeah.
Money always talks.
So I'm like, where did they get that from? Like why, like maybe they need to re-listen to her, what she said, because I don't know.
This is the 2Ts podcast?
Yeah, Tamara sent it to me because she just wanted me to know, because we're really good friends. And she's like, I just want you to know, ahead of time, this is like, it's really benign. Nothing really happened. But
and that's another thing. If Tamara's your friend, why would she have her on there and not have you on there?
So she asked me, I can go on whenever I want, but I didn't. This is my first interview and I'm still scared I'm going to say too much.
No, I know. And I don't want you to get in trouble.
No, we don't want you to get in trouble.
But my thing is like, why, if Tamara's one of your good friends, why would she have someone that's hurting you on her podcast? For money, right?
Yeah.
For ratings. Yeah, nice friend. Nice fucking friend. Just saying.
I would say that she also has a publicist and she's out doing interviews constantly right now. And I'm like, if you're that traumatized, like, how are you doing all these interviews? Because
no, but I'm talking about your friend Tamara.
Oh yeah, I know. I'm just saying, as far as
I'm just saying, like, that's a really good friend, Brandi.
I know.
I would make sure I would always keep her around.
Yeah. Are you close with Teddy too? Or just Tamara?
No, yeah, I'm closer with Tamara, but I like Teddy. We've always gotten along.
Yeah.
These California people, I don't know.
Hey, yo.
I know. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're fucking hell. Don't
Sorry.
me in with people.
Backstabbing. Like, I don't know. I see a lot of that going on. Like,
right, I know, because there's no backstabbing crazy people in Jersey.
I know, right? Come on. I watched your show. Come on.
No, I know. All right. I put my foot in my mouth. There's a lot of backstabbing on my show. And it's not even strangers. Thank you very much. Yeah.
But do you think that she would fit on your cast now? Because I feel like she might not.
Well, she could fit in with people that want her to fit in. You understand? Like Dolores still talks to her. So she would fit in with people that want her to fit in. Yeah.
I mean, I just feel like, if you're not used to people doing crazy things.
Like anybody that doesn't like me will definitely be her friend. Yes, of course.
You're right, Brandi. Like, Ultimate Girls Trip again, you guys have done it. I'm just looking in on the situation. I do feel though, Ultimate Girls Trip it's the ultimate, right? It's not just the housewives. It is like the housewives on crack.
Yeah.
You are talking about the best of the best, the craziest of the craziest, the most loudest, all of that combined, drunk all day. Like Ramona was saying, there's the intimacy, like you wake up, you shit, you eat, you sleep, you go, like everything all together, and you're drinking.
Yeah, this is why we have our own rooms. Like we're all under one roof, in a house together, and there's no kind of privacy. There's cameras in the room, not in the bathrooms, but there's cameras in the rooms. So they're filming everything.
Everything.
Yeah. It's a 7-day shoot with 2 days of travel. So imagine you have to get 6 episodes in 7 days.
A lot.
Yeah, I mean, you're nonstop filming.
And by the way, how long was your flight? You're also coming jet lagged, exhausted.
15 hours.
I feel like if you're going to you've been off of the show for a while, you kind of, get your feet wet by maybe coming back to the Housewives that you were on. I feel like going from I'm not doing anything and I haven't been on the show for a very long time to going to a freaking ultimate girls trip, and you don't play that way. Like you're not a let's party and like show tits and like, get naked kind of person. That's maybe not your speed.
Right. Yeah, no, exactly. And like, that's the thing. If you haven't been on TV in 10 years, it's really changed. Like I've been very lucky to work a lot, but it's nutty. It's really evolved. It's like this whole new, like if you flipped a table now, you would be like fine. You don't even like HR. You can't throw a glass of wine. You can't do anything that we've been doing over the years for so long because the rules all of a sudden have changed. We didn't have them the last Ultimate Girls trip, but all of a sudden we have them this trip.
Yeah, things have changed. Like I threw everything on Margaret in Nashville, like everything on the table, everything. Did you see that? Yeah. Yeah. She pissed me off. And I'm so glad I did that at the time because,
HR, please don't be listening right now.
No, but it is what it is. She's like, she likes to run her mouth. So I clear the table on her. So that's what I did, Exactly. So don't, listen, you can't keep running your mouth, and thinking like nothing's going to happen. Just saying.
No, words are just as provocative, I feel like, and then.
No, words are worse because you see what's happening to you.
Yeah. Words
are worse. That's my point. Words are worse. And it's so sad when like words hurt other people. And like, this is my thing, Brandi. And I know you're very namaste and the karma. Like I'm serious. Like you shouldn't like try to hurt someone. Like I was just telling Melissa the other day, I talked to Danielle Staub because I feel bad still, I mean, even though she kind of burned her bridge at the end, but like I tried to bring her back. Like I didn't like that her job was taken away. I just don't like anybody's job taken away, No, I would never do that,
Yeah. And I also think like you're in a better place now and you're very like, I need resolution. So the fact that this is not like resolved, it gives me anxiety. I've lost like 7 pounds. Like and I don't need to. Right?
I was going to say, and you don't need to.
So I would love for us to I hope Caroline listens to this. I'm sure she's gonna. And I hope like she sees that. Cause I could tell like, you don't want any bad feeling, anything bad to go between the two of you. And like, and it was all fun. And like, especially there was other housewives there.
Yeah.
So you guys were all, in it together. So, I mean, and that's going to be another thing. Like if the other housewives are saying the same thing you're saying, it's not going to really be good for her then because everybody's going to be saying the same thing. And you've talked to the other housewives, correct?
Oh yeah, for sure. They're like, we all had the same takeaway. We were just having fun and, they can't speak up right now, but they did in the moment on the show. So you'll see that.
Do you know if anybody's speaking her tune?
I don't know. I don't think so. I think, the only people that would be Alex or Camille. And I don't know. They're, I don't know.
Oh, Camille from Beverly Hills. You guys don't get along?
Camille and I had an issue, but it's fine. But like she had Camille and this girl from New York that were her friends, Alex. And I don't know what they're saying because I don't talk to them. You know what I mean?
Oh, God. Okay.
But the other 4, like, it's like,
but Brandi, I get it because like for me, I'm like, if there's an issue, like, let's just figure out how to solve it.
Right. I'm the same. I need resolution or I eat myself alive,
Can you talk to her? If you called her and were like, Caroline, can we just talk it out?
No, I mean, they can't talk. It's probably legal issues now. So they just can't.
I don't have any legal things against her or anyone.
No, but I'm saying like, I'm sure your attorney's probably telling you not to reach out to her, correct?
Well, I haven't. I tried to talk to her the next day when I found out she was upset and she didn't want to talk.
But can you see maybe now, like just get like ask your team, like, can we reach out and just see if she'll talk? Like we can find this middle ground.
Well, it doesn't seem like she wants to right now. I mean, with all the interviews she's doing, it just seems like, at one interview she's traumatized and it's because I was inappropriate. And then in the next interview, she's saying, well, it wasn't really what Brandi did. It triggered a past trauma for me. So I don't know what it is. And neither one of us have seen anything yet. So like, I don't know. I would love that. Maybe you guys could reach out and be like the go-betweens.
Yeah, I don't talk to her. I really don't talk to her. But I mean, I've seen her.
No, Teresa, we probably don't need you reaching out to ask.
Yeah, definitely not.
How did you feel, Brandi, like going into the Housewife, like doing this next? Because, we saw you at the Berkshires. How did you leave Berkshires? Did you feel good about doing that?
Yeah, it was great. Honestly, it was like so much fun. I mean, there was a drama, obviously, but we are all kind of coming out of COVID.
Yeah.
It was just great to be in a social situation. And I don't know, I'm always just myself. So I went in and just was myself. So I had a great time and I still talk to all of those girls. So I thought it would be kind of the same, there was drama. There was enough drama for this not to have to be an issue for the show, say prior to that, because, there was girls that had issues on there and they were fighting and people will, like the drama, of course. So right. I don't know. I
know. You're trying to process it. Like, listen, I can even just like looking at you and hearing you talk, I just feel like you're just like, I don't know. Like I don't everything. I don't know. Like there's nothing I can grab onto that's concrete because there's so much shit getting thrown out there.
Exactly.
And I'm just stuck in this limbo.
Do you know when the show is going to come out?
I think it's in September. So it's quite a ways.
Boy, that's a while away, man.
Yeah,
yeah, that's a while.
I don't interviews yet. It's like that's down the road. I don't know.
Well, it ended. I mean, it has to be a minute. I mean, you guys it just ended. So it's going to be, are you at least happy that like all this scandalous stuff is happening with Vanderpump to like maybe flush your stuff out?
You know what? Honestly, like, it's so funny you say that. I don't even think, is it that big of a scandal? All of those people on that show have cheated.
Brandi, I have freaking said a million times, why is everybody losing their mind? This is all how we started.
Well, and that's another thing. Wait, didn't Tom cheat on the girl that he's with now that he just cheated? Yeah. So like, that's my thing. So it's like, it seems like it's a recurring thing and it's like a great thing for drama. So I think maybe they're doing it like just to keep doing it. And it's like, it's great for, it's great.
Literally everyone has cheated with somebody. Like,
on that show, isn't the same thing? We were watching it. I'm like, well, she slept with this person. They're like, oh, you're a horrible human. I'm like, well, you slept with my ex-husband. Well, I was pregnant and married. Like everyone on that show is up with, has cheated. So I don't get the scandal, to be honest, but yes, I'm happy that it took away from the drama that I'm undergoing.
I mean, Raquel is definitely enemy number one. So if anything, you should send Raquel some flowers and say,
oh my God. I don't know how all those girls can be on their high horse when they've all cheated. So, and the guy.
That's why it's like you're coming down, but like, how did you get your man or how, it's, people say that, but I think it's the fact that it's Ariana maybe, and people just love her and she's Miss USA or whatever. So, but, because I know you obviously had your
issues, yes,
with that crew.
Yeah, we're good now. We actually are friends. So
you and Sheena.
Yeah, we're friends. So
look how forgiving Brandi is. Like, I didn't even know that happened. Melissa told me before. And I was just like, wow. And like, look, I love that. Like my whole thing, life's too short. You just got to be more namaste in life and like, and not be like, like, I know what you did. Remember that? You know what you did.
Right, exactly. But I blow up and then I'm over it.
People, that's why in Italians that they say it, and the tongue, like the tongue breaks like bones. Like that's how sharp it is. It's an Italian saying. Like, it's a, yeah, you could ruin lives that way. You really could. It's unfortunate that people do that to other people.
Well,
like they say, I forgot the exact saying.
Oh, here we go, Teresa. Say in Italian, so it sounds sexy.
La lingua, the tongue doesn't have bones, but it breaks bones. I think
that's good.
Yes,
and I'll bone you. That's the end of it.
No, but meaning like it's like you could. It's very hurtful, like things that come out of people's mouths, because unfortunately, somebody says something and other people believe it, and other people believe it, and you could be lying and people believe it, and it's unfortunate. We live in this world that like everybody out there don't believe everything you hear.
Right.
No, seriously, like you don't, because there are people that are trying to hurt
Brandi's
other
screaming
people.
that at the top of her lungs right now.
No, but that's what I'm saying. There's other people that try to, if somebody's screaming louder, then that means that they're telling the truth. No, that's not mean. That means like, they're like grasping at straws, and they're like just trying to put it out there and scream louder so then people listen to them. It's like, always like, don't believe everything you read.
Right. And also, like, unfortunately on this platform, we all know if you say something on the show, regardless if it's true or not, it's in the universe for consumption. People will never forget it.
And that's very sad. Yes.
So is this harder? Because like you went through some, like towards the end too of doing Beverly Hills, like it was a lot going down with like you and Lisa, all that. Is this just way harder?
This is a whole, my kids are involved. You know what I mean? Like they read the stuff, and Mason helps me with my Instagram, and like, they're like, Mom, like they saw me like curl up on the couch. I didn't leave my couch for like a month, and they were like very worried about me, because it's like everyone wants to talk about it everywhere you go. So I just didn't go anywhere. If that makes sense, because I didn't want to talk about it, and I was still processing. I've never been fired from a show except for Housewives, but in the 12 years I've been working. So this is like very traumatic, and I hate that word because she's been saying that, but I don't know how to do this. I've never had to deal with this before.
So like, what's your daily? Are you leaving now? Are you like, what are you doing? Are you social? Are you just?
Oh no, I have the boys this week, but like on the weeks that I didn't have the boys, thank God for like my podcast, and going into the studio, like that was the only time I got to leave. But like the boy, like I have to drive Jake to school and pick him up because he's going to be 16, but he has no desire to get his license, which is crazy to me. But no, like I have Mason's here, and I made like breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and I keep busy with the kids. But when I first got back, it was, Super Bowl. All my friends are like, come over. I'm like, I wasn't even answering my phone at all, because everyone like that you've ever met in your life is texting you wanting to know the truth. And you're like, I don't even fucking know it myself. You know what I mean?
I mean, at this point, let's say, okay, because listen, Brandi, you've been through shit before. It's not like all this reality has been smooth sailing for you.
No, of course not.
We'll find out the truth. You and Caroline will come to some kind of kumbaya terms, and hopefully like we move on quickly before it airs in September. Would you even think about like doing, because there was, by the way, which I fucking was eating up like a chocolate chip ice cream cookie dough deliciousness in my hand when you're showing the diamonds and you're getting us all hungry for your return back to Beverly Hills. Were you completely all just fucking with us, or was there something going on?
No, I mean, there's you don't know until you know.
Totally.
There's always like the talk. Well, Teresa's like a given. She's going to be on the show no matter what. But like, there's always talk every season of, they reach out to you and see what you have going on, because that's really important for storyline. And then you just wait. So I was just waiting, but with everything happening online, I was like, fuck it. Like everyone's asking me, I'm like, I don't know. Like and I have such a big mouth. I'll be the last person to know. So I just did the diamond thing because I was getting annoyed with it all.
That was incredible. I was like, God, I wish.
Wait, I don't know. Fill me in on that.
Brandi, real quick. And then you fill her in. By the way, I was like, God, I wish I had her number and I could just tell her how amazingly perfection that was.
So I was putting out the jewelry box and I was like, oh, and it was like a broken earring. And it's so pretty. I'm like, oh, look, guys, I got my Diamondbacks for my kids as a joke. And then I was sitting, because then they go to their rooms and play video games. I'm sitting on my couch alone.
You're like, gold.
And I'm like, screw it. Like, probably having some wine, let's be clear, drinking. And I just decided to do that. And everyone's like, wait, what? And then everyone got mad at me because I'm like, you guys, I've told you all a million times. I don't know. I will never know. I will be the last person.
Oh, wait, I know what this is. Then it's like, are you the traitor? You do know. By the way, side note, Teresa, sorry. A side note, fucking traitors. I was like, this show is going to be so stupid. I am not watching it, even though like I'm cool with Kate, cool with Reza, cool with Kyle. I love you. I'm like, this is the stupidest fucking show. But then Kyle was going to come on my other podcast. I was like, fuck. I guess I should watch it real quick. Or Reza was one of them. And then I'm like, oh my God. And I watched like the entire thing in like one. Anyway, sorry.
No, I'm not, like, it was so fun to do that. So different. And like, that was like right out of COVID too. And it was just fun, except like, we didn't get alcohol, which sucked, which probably made it a better thing because we had to do physical like tests. I'm like,
oh yeah. You guys were physical.
Yeah, I didn't like it. But I was like, I could do it. But like after I left, I heard like they had bugs and all the shit. And I was like,
oh my God.
I would not have done that.
Oh, really?
I have an house. I'm like, you're a traitor and you're a traitor and you're a traitor. Like, you got to keep that to yourself. You have to fly under the radar. And they pissed me off. So I just went in.
Was it crazy though? Like, I mean, what's the difference between doing traitors and then going to the Housewives? This Ultimate Girls, was it like
completely different? Housewives is like party, Teresa, like you drink, you go on beach trips and dinners. This was not any of that. This was like you're secluded. You can't be around people after you wrap because you're not allowed to have any. They take your phone, they take your computer. You can't talk to your kids.
Wait, I think I got asked to do that too. I'm like, there's no way I'm doing that. Yeah, because I couldn't. Like, I can't have to talk to my kids. I need my phone. Yeah, sorry.
You're strategizing. You're sober.
Well, yeah, exactly. So I was like, I read all these books ahead of time to how to like spot, like how to manipulate, how to spot liars. That liar one was good because it helped me. I knew immediately like about the traitors because of their body language. And I was like wrong about one of them, but I got you right. Like
you were banging it out, man. I was proud of you.
Oh, wait, so manipulate? Can you teach me that? Because there's a lot of that going on,
I cannot manipulate, like, it's not a liar, because if I could manipulate, I would have kept my mouth shut and been like, I can't lie. I'm the worst liar.
Well, by the way, like you said, it's not just that. You're fucking fueled on booze.
Right.
Long days, you're exhausted.
Yeah.
It's just all a combination of perfection.
Well, that's what I mean. So that's why none of this... all that should go out the window because that's like you're under the influence. So you don't know what the hell's going on. So when we sign these contracts, right? I mean, that's another thing. It's like we're drinking alcohol
all day.
Alcohol.
In the right mind.
Like if you weren't drinking or smoking weed,
right?
Obviously you know what you're doing. And then, so you're not the same person.
Like, can we see the footage? Because like my recollection is that everyone was having fun, the same as the other girls. But like, you don't really know until you see it, especially when you're all drunk and high. You know what I mean? Like,
totally.
Like one of the girls that is fully on my side doesn't drink at all. Like she'll have like one cocktail the whole day. I call her a pretend drinker, but I'm like okay with it.
If I would feel uncomfortable, I'll be like, I'm just gonna walk away, and that's it. Like that.
Who the hell's the pretend drinker? I'm trying to go through your
Phaedra. I love her. But
oh my God, duh, Phaedra.
She has like one like signature cocktail, and she nurses it the whole day. But the guy gave us roadies. We were in the car drinking, in the bus drinking, like at every event because they didn't have like a lot of booze, like and the restaurants in Morocco.
Now, Brandi, you should actually read the full contract, like that we signed for, for
Teresa. They're not going to say that, like, oh, if you do something because you're drinking, it doesn't count. Like, come on, they're not going to say that.
No, but we didn't know.
But there has to be some clause in there because. Listen, when you're under drugs and drinking, you're not the same person.
Well, I'm sure her crew of a whole attorneys that she's paying a fortune for which again, like, not to bring that up.
That's the whole thing. Like, I don't even want to, like, I'm not suing anyone. I just want to see the footage so that I can, like, have a takeaway. You know what I mean? They're not going to show it to me. They declined to show it to me. And it's just like, I have to protect myself at this point. So I have to hire someone just to have somebody having my back. You know what I mean? Because this is like getting to the point where it's defamatory, really.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Well, that's the part that it's sad. It's defamatory. Yeah, it's like, so it's sad, and I feel bad for you. So I hope Caroline hears this and has, has a good heart, because, we should all lift each other up, not knock each other down. Seriously.
Brandi, let's change. Let's have a laugh because I know you need a laugh.
Okay.
Okay. Brandi, are you down to play a rapid fire game?
Yes, always. I love games.
I know you do. And I was like, we're so like, how do I put this in? Like, we should have.
Yeah, let's twist it up and make it fun.
We should have started with the game, Brandi. Sorry.
I have my anxiety's on level 10 just all day anyway. I just have to breathe.
Okay, listen, rapid fire, housewife, word association. Brandi, we're popping the cherry with you. We've never done this in Namaste Tches history ever. So this is how it works, Brandi. We say a housewife's name and you say the first word that pops into your head when you hear that name.
Okay.
Got it?
Okay.
Are you ready?
Are you? Yes.
Dude, we need to come up with cool names like Booty Bombing Brandi, like game. Okay, that was really bad. Fuck.
I need to work on that a little bit.
All right, now
I don't get paid a lot over here,
all right,
Brandi.
so I'm gonna go first, right?
Yeah, you go first, Teresa. So the first word that
Okay.
you think of when you hear the name.
All right, you ready, Brandi?
Yes.
Kyle Richards,
Rich.
Yolanda Foster.
Gorgeous.
Lisa Renna,
Gangster.
Teddy Mellencamp.
Strategic.
yeah, Tamara Judge,
Sexy.
Denise Richards.
Liar.
Vicky Gumbelson.
Like, she's a boss. I didn't like her in the beginning, and now we're like friends. And like, her boyfriend's calling me. They're in the hospital. I'm like, you love to go to the hospital.
You guys are cool now because you guys
Yeah.
went like rocky start in Berkshires.
Well, she got a really good lap dance from me in Morocco.
Oh well, shit. Anyone should love you after that. I
See
would love
that?
you after
If
that.
you and Vicky made up, I'm sure you and Caroline will make up.
There is hope in the world. Okay, Erica Jane Girardi.
Makeup.
Lisa Vanderpump.
Strategic.
You already had that for Teddy Mellencamp.
She's a villain. Like, she's like one of the villains of my life. So
Still? Are you guys still like right now, like bad?
her again.
Never.
I will make up with a lot of people, but I can't with her because too much went down. You know, when you have that 5-year relationship, or like Teresa with you and whoever, like you've known,
You were very close.
very close, and then to have that person use things against.
I mean, I just made up with Jacqueline, and we haven't spoken in 6 years.
Oh wow!
And like we were best friends, and then she.
Brandy's like, you're a better person than me.
It cost me like my life savings to like do all of these things to deal with that situation. So, like, unless she wants.
I mean, it's different. I mean, it depends, like what level that it gets to. Like right now, like I'm just saying, like
But that this is still harder than the Lisa Vanderpump stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like sometimes you got to cut things off.
I think that's the only person I would say that with. But like at the end of the day, if I saw her on the side of the road and she had a flat tire, I would probably still stop and like call AAA, but not talk to her.
Oh, that's so nice. You see. Oh, Brandi, you have such a big heart.
I wouldn't talk to her. She wouldn't know it was me. I'm kidding.
One more person, Phaedra.
Oh, the love of my life. I just fucking love her, bitch.
I love her. I love her.
I love
her.
Phaedra too. I love Phaedra too.
She like literally was calling me every day, and I was on my couch. She was checking on me.
Aww.
She's like been, and we would do prayers together. Like she's just been like a light force for me. I just went to Atlanta to hang out with her just to get away because I needed to,
Oh, that was so nice.
I love that. That means that's like extra special. If you were flying cross country to hang with someone just to feel better, that's like a next level like friendship. It's gonna get better. It's gonna get better. It's gonna get better. We're here to help.
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry I'm like a little guarded today because this is my first time talking about it, and I am a little nervous.
But we're also not here to be like, tell us.
No, I know, but I
know.
You guys like enough. I just like I'm so not used to holding back, and
I know.
Been like, wait, can I say this? Should I say this? You know what I mean?
And by the way, the last thing that you need right now is like something else to cause some shit. So
yeah, no, and you should be very careful and just follow.
Like I'm sure people will get a million articles from this, but I'm like I can't think about it. I have to like be preoccupied. I have Jake's party to plan. I'm getting like Brazilian like jujitsu stuff, and like it's gonna be all up in the yard. And
Oh, dope. See, that's what you got to focus on, Brandi. Focus on your kids because that's the only thing that matters, right? And this
just cooking. That's all I do is cook and have my dog and go drive to school, drive back. But it's been a lot.
Well, listen, thank you, Brandi, for joining us today. You guys, of course, you have to go listen to Brandi's awesome podcast, Brandi Glanville Unfiltered, on Apple, Spotify, and wherever you listen to all of these amazing podcasts. And don't forget, leave Brandi, leave your Namaste bitches, leave us all the best rates, reviews, follow us all, and you can check us out all online. Teresa, where can they find you?
At Teresa Giudice.
Brandi, where can they find you online on Instagram?
Don't do it. Don't find me. I'm good.
Don't
I don't need any more people finding me online. I'm good.
Brandi, that's not funny, but that was
Brandi, I love you. Thank you so much for coming on Namaste Bitches. And listen, we support you. And hopefully Caroline hear this and have a heart, and it's like we should all lift each other up, and like be there for each other, and it's like life's too short.
Yeah, I appreciate you so much. Thank you. And we'll go out in LA when all of this craziness.
Brandi, let's do it. I'm here if you need anything.
Yeah, I would
Thanks
love
for
that.
doing this. Just
Of
here if
course.
you need anything.
Thank you, babe. All right. I love you. I'm going to go
All right, bye, honey.
Bye.
Bye.
All month long on Pluto TV, stream the biggest Tyler Perry movies free. Watch your favorites like Medea's Witness Protection and Medea's Big Happy Family. Join Tyler Perry as he goes on a couples retreat with Sharon Leal in Why Did I Get Married? Or Idris Elba and Gabrielle Union in the Tyler Perry directed film Daddy's Little Girls. Plus, Pluto TV has hundreds of channels with thousands more movies and TV shows available on live and on demand. Download the free